What's up, guys? This is Emanuel from Team DBZ Biscuit. Here lately, the meta's been getting, kind of real power creeps. You're going to have to either put a big monster on board to just, stop everything and tell everybody I'm the man, or you're going to get floodgated out. Well, today, I'm bringing you a deck profile of my Tribute Stun deck. I like a deck that can pretty much just say, here I am, you're not going to do nothing, and this is the deck for it. So let's get into it. Starting out, I play 3 Majesty's Fiend. Majesty's Fiend, to me, this card, if you get it out, it just pretty much poops on most of the cards in the meta right now. Shaddolls will not get their effect. Synchrons, they can't even start their ball rolling. If you're playing against somebody likes to play Necros can't even get their pitches from the hand. It shuts them down. This guy, he is very, very, very versatile in this game right now. Yes, he's a tribute, which that's the problem with him, but he is you get him on board and you can protect him, he is very, very good. Especially considering they just released him in the 2015 Mega 10s, so this card right here is very viable right now. Also, too, I run 3 Vanity's Fiend. Vanity's Fiend, he shuts out everything. That's what decks do nowadays, is special summon like crazy. If you go first turn, you want to special summon as much as you can and get your board on lock. If you get him out there, you pretty much tell every deck pretty much right now that you're not going to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So most definitely 3 Vanity's Fiend. I also like to have spot removal within 3 Caius the Shadow Monarchs. The fact that he can hit a dark, there's a lot of darks rolling around, so if you can get a dark and he's going to give him 1,000 burn, or you can actually banish him as yourself and, give him a little cowboy type of effect too. I also like to run 2 of the Mega Monarch Caiuses. I like the Trish type effect that he has. You tribute a dark monster. If you hit a dark monster on their side of the field, you banish all copies of it pretty much. Plus you deal 1,000 damage if you hit anything. That is a very big improvement on the original Caius. And to get his condition, that can be very, very devastating to most decks if you start banishing a lot of their cards out. If you could go up against a Burning Abyss or a Shaddol player, you can really devastate their game state and really, really hurt them. And the last for the monsters is Battle Fader. To me, Necro showed me having a Valk in hand at all times to stop something is pretty good. So this is a must for this deck to have 3 Battle Fader, but to me, Battle Fader is a very good card in general, just to be able to stop your opponent and get a free tribute for your next turn. And that is it for the monsters. For the spells, it's a very spell heavy deck. The deck is very fast at what it does, and it's very consistent. And to bring in that consistency, run 3 Pot of Dualities. You're not going to be special summoning that much in the deck. And Pot of Duality is not going to hurt you. It's going to help your game state a lot. 3 Upstop Goblins. That 1,000 that you give your opponent is not going to mean nothing. After you get your Majesty's Fiend on board and you get your game state set up, that 1,000 is going to be eat away within a turn or 2, so it doesn't even matter. I run 2 Tenacity of the Monarchs. This card, I really like the card, and it is a card that the Monarch support needed. But it's a very, very heavy brick in your hand, and it's very dead in your hand if you do not have a 24 attack, 28 Monarch or something of that nature in your hands to reveal to get the effect of it. So I decided to run 2, and 2's worked out fairly well for me. I run 1 Return of the Monarch to be able to get a Majesty's Fiend on board just for tributing and get a free search to get a Majesty's Fiend, to get a Caius, to get a Mega Caius. That is beautiful. Granted, you can't get your Vanity's Fiend, but still, to be able to search out that Majesty's Fiend at the right situation, that is amazing. And this March of the Monarchs. I run 3 of them. This is what makes the deck stupid. To get a Majesty's Fiend or a Vanity's Fiend on board with this, most of the time that's GG. The deck, to get that out, if they do not have an MST, if they do not have it out right then and there, you pretty much tell them the clock is set. What are you going to do? Because I'm going to protect my boys no matter what. I like to run 3 of the Storm of the Monarch. This is a mandatory. This card gets around almost, it gets around everything. It doesn't target, it actually just tributes off the monster. There are monsters in the game that you cannot target with snatch steal cards, things of that nature, and this card right here gets around it, and it's a quick play too. So it makes it so you can actually get around Cyber Infinity if you play your cards right. And that to me is a great plus for the Monarch support. I played 2 Soul Exchange. Soul Exchange, it has the condition that you can't battle, but if you get your board set up with your March of the Monarchs, your Return of the Monarch, and your Vanities and your Majesty's Fiend on board, you don't really have to attack that turn. You've already got the game pretty much to a lock that if your opponent can't do nothing within their next turn, you're going to be swinging heavy anyway. It's good for spot removal, so it'll always be in the deck. Now for defensive cards, I like to play 3 Fires of Doomsday. This card is a great way to set it, and at the end phase you either have a defensive block for your opponent when they attack you, or you can say end phase, let me tribute these 2 tokens for Mega Caius and get his effect for no cost at all. It's also good for getting out the regular Caius and the Vanity's Fiend, because it says you contribute a dark monster, and this right here helps speed you up a lot more and gives you that little extra defense that you need to stall for those turns when you do need a tribute. I play 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon is Book of Moon. I would love to see this card back at 3 again, but you wish and you hope, but you know, you just take what you can get. But Book of Moon is a great defense. If they somehow do get around your lock, it's a good way to stay defensive and play offensive as well. 2 Forbidden Chalice, the same principles I was looking at with Book of Moon. You can shut off their effects if you have to, but at the same time you can boost up your Fiends or your Monarch's attacks so that they are low attack monsters in this game state the way it is. 2400 attack used to be big, that's not big no more. So there's times that you're going to have to bump up your monsters, or you're going to have to shut off an effect on that side just so that you can keep the ball rolling. And lastly, Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance, like I said, if you do not have your March out or something of that nature, they just are able to MST or destroy it, you can still have your Lance on board and you can still survive. Also too, somehow they're not able to get any monsters out, but somehow, like if you got Majesty Fiend on board, you got your March of the Monarchs on, and somehow they're able to get a Blackluster Soldier out. That Forbidden Lance could be the only thing to save you. That could be their only out, and that could be your only out. It's the Forbidden Lance, that Blackluster Soldier, to keep your Majesty's Fiend on board. But it's a great offensive trap and a great defensive trap to protect you. Alright guys, that's it. I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more Team DBZ Biscuit.